Hello and welcome to the free review series where we review the free games of Epic Games. In case you don't know, Epic Games has 1 or 2 free games every week. This week's games are Dishonored, Definitive Edition, and Eximius Seize the Front Line. Let's get into it. Oh my god, this is a game with an option to turn off tutorial notifications? That's really nice! The boldest measures are the safest. I don't know, like, if you have an infection in your shin, are you gonna cut off your leg? Just use some ointment, some antibiotics. Maybe. I'm gonna go normal. Sir, your boat's gonna get wet. Oh! Look at me lean. The game starts with our protagonist, Gorvo, coming back from a trip. He has the prestigious job of protecting the Empress, which he sucks at.
Get away from her.
Oh! Did you hear that slap? She dies and her daughter is kidnapped. It's this bald fellow's fault. He's evil and wants to run the country himself. Gorvo is thrown in jail, but is eventually given a key to escape. Also, there's a plague. I'm the one who started it. It's because I didn't clean my belly button and then it caused the plague. I want to murder. Like this. There we go. Wait, F to carry? I already know I won't be very good at this game. Oh! The rat didn't stand a chance! How do you not see me, sir? That's fine by me. And that's the bald guy. We all know that all bald men are evil. Oh, what is this? You just put your enemy off balance by blocking with perfect timing. Nice. Do your best. Do your best. Come on, come on. Okay, this game is pretty fun. Off to the sewers. Hey, look at all these rats. Are they gonna help me? Look at all those rats. They're moving with me. I'm a friend of the rats. Oh, good going. I'll never touch a rat again. They're eating everything. Come on, come here. Come here. We're going that way. I'm like 90% sure that I'm actually friends with the rats. I'm not friends with the rats. I'm not friends with the rats. Did that copper wire give me money? Drop on an enemy from above and press left click just before landing on him. I did it. Rat skewer. They do eat rat in this game. That's incredible. What year is this set in?
Over here.
Hey, look.
I'm Samuel.
At this point, Samuel ferries us to the Hound Pit's pub, where we meet the gang. Why are their hands so big? We share a common thread. We don't like the bald guy at the top. Donning a new mask, Gorvo will become an assassin in order to rescue the child, Elizabeth, and bring order back. The man who made the mask, Piero, also makes our weapons and gear. He acts as an item and upgrade shop. The upgrades look pretty cool to boot. We then proceed to fall asleep and trip balls. We meet a man called the Outsider, who awakens us to our magical powers. Magic. We now have a mana bar and can teleport short distances. The Outsider also gives us a beating heart that points us in the direction of magical items. Gross. Between the magical abilities you can purchase and the bone charms you can equip, This game has a lot going for it in the way of customization. We then wake up, get our mission, which is to kill Overseer Campbell, and we're off. I am a murderer. Do I kill this one too? I guess I do. Was that a citizen? Survive. Oops. I think that was a citizen. Granny's front door key needed. Alright. I'm just gonna sneak into Granny's house.
Granny, 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 you can't because you're dead.
Did you kill Granny?
Dear,
Hello.
is that you, my dear husband?
No.
I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
I will. Let's get this over with.
My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you.
You do?
Got it from the outside.
A rune? This is exactly what I wanted, Granny.
Got for you.
To start off, the sneaking and combat are fun. In addition, the upgrades, magical abilities, and bone charms add good customization and depth to the game. The characters and story aren't super compelling, but some NPCs have a Skyrim/Fallout weirdness to them, which I say as a compliment. All in all, I recommend it, especially if you're a fan of Bethesda. On to the next game. The opening cutscene explains the story. There's civil unrest, anarchy, and eventually the world divides into two factions. I can easily explain my opinion on the story with this one clip.
The question is, who do you fight for?
I don't know, man. I don't care. This is actually fine. I've never once heard anyone discuss the stories of CSGO or Rainbow Six Siege, since these kinds of games don't necessarily need them. As soon as we load into the game, we're asked to choose a side, and oh god! Just to be clear, it's only the recording that looked that way. Everything was fine on my end playing the game. I did eventually lower my graphics settings to get a clear video, but this still isn't a good sign for how well optimized it is. I go through some tutorials to learn a few mechanics, such as enemies that need to be taken down with anti-armor guns, buying guns from a robot, and capturing points. After that, I did a match against AI, completely offline, and I got bored. I got bored really fast. I only played the game for about 30 to 45 minutes, but that was enough. How far does this go? Not quite far enough. F to give up, I give up. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that game was so incredibly mediocre that I feel tired now. I was done with it. And that's why the gameplay segment is so short. I want to see the Steam charts, just out of curiosity. I know it doesn't mean much.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
I think it actually means a fair bit when it drops to 1 or 0 players at some points. I mean, granted, it's in the AM. I don't know, looking at this game, I don't think much heart was put into it. I need to get this out of the way every time, but I'm not a big FPS player, so take the following with a grain of salt. The game can be summed up in one word: mediocre. The guns, movement, objectives, the actual shooting, even the environment, it's all just okay. It hasn't held up well in the hyper-competitive FPS market. The game also might not be optimized properly. My recording came back pretty bad until I lowered my settings. Graphically, I feel this game is impressive, but I'm not about to recommend a game on graphics alone. I can only recommend it because it's free right now, otherwise it's not worth its price tag of $34 Canadian? I thought it was like $10 and I still wouldn't have recommended it. So I'm checking the Steam reviews and I wanted to add this in the video Apparently, the game had a troubled development because their publisher sucked. I'm not quite sure what to think about all of this. Most of the reviews are recommended, so that must amount to something. Between the troubled development and the hybrid FPS and RTS, I'm not quite sure how to rate this game or even talk about it. So what I do recommend is looking up more for yourself. As always, both Dishonored and Eximius are free for another 5 days after this video is posted, so go get them if you're interested. If you're still here and enjoyed the video, consider dropping a like and subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you for watching.